Assalamu alaikum. Hi, Oracle Reiki spiritual healer. And as we defend ourselves and protect ourselves with the holy word from those who have weaponized the system against us, so you have understood that they have weaponized, the court system. They have weaponized, some of your family. They have weaponized business dealings, the educational system. They have weaponized the agricultural system against chosen ones. And as we understand this, then we also have to understand that God has given us a defense mechanism in order to discern those situations that, these people would readily available, shortchange us, misunderstand us in society, in business dealings, defraud us. And we are protecting ourselves from those kinds of negative dealings. And I have given you ways in order to pray over your incense, pray over your waters and oils, in order to, protect yourselves from these entities and these higher spirits that have been attacking you all of your life, just on a lower level, until you're strong enough to fight the big major issues that, plague us in society. And so now that, we have reached that position in life, and I just want to say that I'm just happy because it's raining a lot off of Hurricane Melissa, and it's like my favorite time of the year, and I love it when it rains. So I just wanted to get that in there for you guys. It's blessings when it rains. It washes the negative energy that has been sent to chosen ones off of us. It kills the negative energy that have been laid down for you, any tricks that have been laid down for you. So that's another reason why I just love it when it rains. So I appreciate all of you, and I thank you all for your support. And let's get into this a little bit more. So, when we are understanding that, our mothers and fathers have given over into the system, the entity, the school system, our food, anything that has been given to us by the entity, you will understand that it comes in alignment, in agreement with the entity, that they will not want you to talk. They do not want you to say anything about the way that they are behaving. They will go to great lengths in order to hide the truth. They will misinterpret religion. Religion has been weaponized against us. And we have to make sure that the ones of us who are able to stand staunch in the fire, we're able to teach the next generation how to survive without the entity, and we also have to understand and have that understanding that if you live too good, you're going to die. And if you live too bad, you're still going to die. You must be balanced. There is no good without evil. So, God created both of them for a reason, in order to test us, against these entities who have been inserted to inflict this kind of pain and pressure on chosen ones. And it would be a tragedy for me to, explain this and not explain that, many of us are not awake. Many of us are still asleep in our positions because we have not, started to stand up and use our gifts that God has given us. So this is some of the ways that you will know that you will not only just be gang stalked by the entity when you start to wake up and tell the truth. You will be misunderstood. You will be smear campaigned in your family. You may even be harmed in your own family or by the entity itself, especially at a very early age. So, we want to always make sure that we point these out, that you will be under, intense scrutiny as a chosen one in order, to separate the wheat from the barley. Are you in alignment with what the entity wants you to do? And will you tell lies, and will you mix truth with the lies? Will you misinterpret God's word? Will you, do things against your own gifts, against your own soul, against God, against your own brothers and sisters in order to appease the entity, to have somewhere to stay, in order to have money, in order to be around your children, in order to, have these people in your life as a title, as mother and fathers, to keep these people to be comfortable in life, as compared to the hereafter. You'll have no comfort in the hereafter. So we are understanding now that you're being tested, because there's a penalty upon these people. The curse of God, the hexes that they have tried to send to you has backfired upon them. The curse of God is upon them. The penalty and the wrath is upon these people who have weaponized the system against chosen ones. These narcissists who have been sent, and inserted in your lives in these positions, in these situations that you will go through as a chosen one. These spiritual narcissists, these parental narcissists that you will go through in your life, they have been weaponized against you, because you have to be strong enough in order to face the ultimate narcissist, the ultimate demonic person that has set the system against us in the very beginning, against our mothers and fathers, where they failed at. We must stand up and unify. We must stand up and call the system out, even if we're singular, even if we're individuals. And, we have to pray against it. We have to use all of the elements of our gifts. We have to tap into and help other people to tap into their gifts. It makes us stronger. So I want you to understand where we are as an individual, collective, chosen ones, and like I said on yesterday, I got a lot of flack for this, a couple of days ago on TikTok, because, we have pastors who have misinterpreted the Bible and say that, there are no chosen ones. All of us are the same. And I asked them a question, the pastors, the apostles, if there are no chosen ones, then what have they been preaching about all of these years with Jesus, with Abraham, with Moses, with Enoch, with Elijah? Where have they been talking about? So you can't say that, there are no chosen one. You're trying to misinterpret the word of God in order to mislead the flock, in order to mislead the chosen ones. And you will find this in a lot of places, in society, where they want to harm the chosen ones, where they will tell lies and set the bar in another direction because you have brought about the truth. They will try to silence you. They will try to harm you on every level. They will gang stalk you, and they will become insidious in your life. They will become insidious in your life. I have to say that again so that you don't miss this. Please like and share this video, because these people who have weaponized the system against you in order to harm you, in order to siphon your energy, in order to siphon your financial energy, in order to keep you in a low vibrational financial state, upon your parents, upon your husband or wife, the ones who has been using the black magic, the black matter, and sending the black matter with, with the evil eye to your finances, to your health, in order to keep you down. And you have to be able to stand up and recognize these patterns that they have weaponized against you, and see that they are the weaker ones. They are the ones that God is against. They are belligerent in your situation, on your jobs. They become very angry and upset when you call them out and give them the truth. Tell these people the truth. Whether they are your family, your father, your boss, tell them the truth, because it breaks the system. It stops them from weaponizing it against you and making you feel, like you're less than as a man, because they haven't given you, the reparations that we need in order to, take care of your situation, your family, your community. Stop letting them make you feel deplorable. because they have abandoned you. The system has abandoned you and weaponized itself against you. You must stand up and attack the system, in the very core, even if you have to start with, your family and those people first. And that is how you get stronger in the spirit, in your discernment, in your gifts that God has given you. So you can break these hexes and curses upon your life once you start to use your gifts at a high capacity, and you can break it over other people's life. You can step in other people's lives and change the way that they view things, change the way that they do business dealings, and send that mess back to those people who will want to keep you and your children in a generational curse, a perpetual curse, a hex. We must not accept it. It is not real. It is not real. You can break that curse, but you first must start where you are now. The person that is trying to control you, the person that is trying to control your finances, the person who is trying to put you in fear, and you should only fear God. I appreciate all of you who understand you can use the verses that I have given you, for these misdealings, these people who have been dealing in fraud, and I think it's, 6 and 152, Surah An-Nahl in the Holy Quran that you can read over your water, your incense, when you have, really complex situations where people are trying to hinder you and stifle your business dealings and stifle you and your family, to keep you from growing, to stop your feet from treading the dirt. You need to understand how to break these curses up against you. And when you break these curses against you, it, send ripples through the system. It sends them back to your parents, the persons who have tried to put you in that negative environment, the doctors who tried to kill you at birth. They're no longer here. They got to go. We're not playing anybody that tried to take you out. So, this is where we are right here on a Friday today. We are breaking the hexes and we are breaking the curses, and we are standing staunch in the fire. We're coming out on the other side like Abraham, not smelling like smoke. Our clothes aren't even singed, because we have done what God has given us and has taught us to do from the holy books in order to, break those curses against us. So I appreciate all of you. I appreciate all of you. Please make sure that you reach out to me and support me. We need to be going into the court system. We need to be suing these people for, their behavior. And I really want you guys to donate to me and support me, so that, we can hold these people accountable, for their misbehavior, for, their mischievousness in the system, for weaponizing the system against us. So I really thank you guys for your support. I thank you. I'm going to make a correction. I think we're at a little bit over, 5,700 people. I'm not sure, followers on our page. So, I wanted to make sure that wasn't weaponized against us, that I correct that. And I thank you guys for your support. Please like, share, and subscribe to me over all of my channel. I'm excited. We're going to get them. We're going to get them. We're going to teach them about setting up on our children and upon our elderly and on our people. I don't appreciate it at all. So, again, we're not allowed to let people set up on us and attack us to try and unalive us and just look at them. So, please book your one-on-one sessions with me. Book your life coaching sessions. Let me acclimate a gift to your situation. I'm High Oracle, Reiki spiritual healer. Assalamu alaikum.